Today, we're trying something completely different. And unfortunately, no, it has nothing to do with this guy over here. But instead, we're going to be changing up one of my workouts to now be a higher rep, lighter weight workout. I'll still have my 5x5 and my 7x7 workout with 120 pounds and 90 pounds on those days, but today we're going to focus a bit more on body weight pull-ups, trying to max that out, and then going into trying to burn out on 45 pounds and on 90 pounds. So trying to get those lighter weights, kind of get those numbers up and build some conditioning and some muscle from that capacity. So this is going to get me to 180 pounds? Well, it might, and I have a strategy and a reason why, so let's break that down throughout this workout. Now, on its own, high rep body weight pull-ups is not going to get you a heavier pull-up. It's a conditioning piece compared to a power output piece. So they don't necessarily train the same systems, but there are 4 particular items that I'm looking at when it comes to these lighter weight workouts that is going to be critical for me to eventually get up to that 180 pound pull-up. Now, I will say that I haven't done any high rep non-weighted pull-ups in a while. I've done a couple where I've just stopped a bit short, so don't judge me if the numbers aren't as good as some of you other crazy people out there. So the first and probably the most important is for recovery. I have an issue with my right elbow, if you can tell by the compression sleeve I'm using, and having very heavy weights is usually not good for that type of elbow kind of strain that I have. I can do moderate weights pretty well, but it definitely feels a bit uncomfortable. So whenever you have that type of injury where you can still train, but it doesn't feel great at the heaviest of it, then it's good to back off a bit. You can still get in some capacity, and most importantly, you're getting circulation to the joint, helping to get the blood flow in there, help with recovery, and also help with strengthening it. So point number 1, it's good for recovery. The second reason is that it's less risky and it's a bit of a break period from all the heavy weights. If you're under heavy weight for a long period of time, the chance of injury is going to definitely increase. So having this period of time to kind of back off and let the body recover a bit is going to be important. And honestly, I've been doing heavy stuff for a while. I haven't really incorporated the lighter weight stuff in. I was doing one-arm pull-up stuff before, and then I moved into heavy pull-ups afterwards. So my body kind of needs a period just to kind of get away from the 180 journey and just be able to kind of heal itself, dial back in, and then I'll push really strong going into the new year. Another reason is for body compositional things. I'm going to be able to build more muscle with this rep scheme compared to a 3-rep workout. 3 reps usually isn't the best for muscle, just more power, and having these higher reps is definitely more of a muscle building focus. It's also going to be good for conditioning. My heart rate is really high right now after this so far, so I'm going to be able to burn some additional calories. So hopefully I can recomposition my body a bit better, so that way when I go for the heavier stuff, I have a better foundation to actually pull from. So more muscle, lighter body weight, good for the heavy pull-ups. And the fourth reason is really just because it's a new challenge. It's something different. It's not something I've done in a while. So keeping it fresh for me mentally is also as good as taking a break physically. Pursuing a goal and not having much progress can really hit on your mental strain. So switching up and having a different goal that can translate a bit over to my main goal is pretty important. So it's going to keep me going mentally, and it's going to keep that dream still going.
fart in here. And I'm not the culprit for once. And as a fifth kind of bonus one, I think the big thing too is that it helps me work on my technique again. If you see me in some of my previous videos, my technique on the heavy pull-ups gets a little squirrely. The legs like to kick a bit. So hopefully by fatiguing myself a bit more here and then doing like 90 pounds, for instance, a heavy weight, but not my heaviest weight, it allows me to practice being fatigued and going up for some heavier reps. So I think there'll be some good carryover there. A few things I'd change in that workout going forward, but overall not too bad. So to recap, the biggest things that this is going to do for me is one, recovery. It's going to help get some circulation into that elbow joint and help get away from the heavier weights. And it's also just going to be a time to back off. It's a time where I've historically just kept pushing through with the heavy weights and never really had a period of lighter weights. So this is going to give me a break and give me a chance to have a physical deload from those heavier weights. And then it's also going to be a time to build up some muscle and get a better body composition. Hopefully this is going to get my weight into a better shape and then also build some additional muscle that I can use when I want to go towards those heavier weights again. And then on top of that, it's something fun. It's something interesting to do. It's going to be a new goal I can push towards that'll also help me get towards that 180-pound pull-up for the previous reasons. And last, kind of the underrated reason is for technical reasons. Just making sure that my pull-ups are in a good form and making sure that if I fatigue myself and then add some heavier weight, that I can still maintain that good form. So this is all an experiment. I'll let you guys know how it goes. I'll update with the full workout in the next couple of weeks once I tweak it a bit and have a few changes, but overall, I'm proud of it, and I can see how this is going to be helpful going forward. Remember to like the video if you did enjoy this content and to subscribe to the channel for future videos. You guys have been awesome. You're a great community, and if you haven't joined yet, please hit that subscribe button. Have a good one, everyone. Go get it.